You think you want success until you see what it really costs. They told you success would make you happy. The world paints a masterpiece of a destination, a sun-drenched summit where all your anxieties dissolve. They whisper that once you get the fame, the money, the recognition, the corner office with the panoramic view, the car that announces your arrival before you do, the applause that echoes your name, you'll finally feel complete. You'll finally feel enough. It's the grand bargain we're all offered. Trade your struggle for serenity, your effort for eternal ease. They sell you a finish line, a place where the race is over and you can finally rest, victorious and whole. But there's a chapter they conveniently leave out of the story. They didn't tell you about the crushing weight of the crown you fought so hard to wear. They didn't tell you about the sleepless nights, not from celebration, but from a mind that refuses to power down, replaying every decision, anticipating every threat, haunted by the fear that the higher you climb, the harder you fall. They don't mention the constant, low-humming anxiety that becomes the soundtrack to your life, the pressure to innovate, to outperform, to simply maintain. They didn't tell you about the fake smiles, the mask you have to weld to your face at galas and board meetings, a performance of contentment for an audience that craves your success but secretly waits for your stumble. They didn't tell you about the profound loneliness that lives in a crowded room, surrounded by people who know your name but not your soul, people who see your value only in what you can offer them. The isolation of being on a pedestal is a cold and lonely place. They didn't tell you about the betrayal, the subtle shift in the eyes of a friend who now sees you as a rival, or the calculated move of a partner who sees you as a stepping stone. The sting of loyalty repaid with opportunism. And most of all, they never, ever told you about the emptiness. The deafening silence after the party is over. The hollow echo in the mansion you dreamed of. The moment you stand there, holding every prize you ever wanted, and the only thing you feel is the chilling question, is this it? Because real success isn't loud. It's not a press conference or a victory parade. It's silent. It's the quiet, unbreakable promise you make to yourself in the dark. It's the grit between your teeth when you choose to get up after being knocked down for the 10th time. It's the integrity you cling to when compromising would be so much easier. Yes, it's crying in the shower, letting the water wash away the tears you can't show the world. It's the raw, unfiltered moment of vulnerability where you admit you're hurting, where you face the void. But then, it's the very next step. It's turning off the water and getting dressed like nothing's wrong. Not as an act of denial, but as an act of defiance. It's the quiet resolve in your eyes as you look in the mirror, not a mask of happiness, but a face of resilience. This is the success they don't celebrate on magazine covers. It's the internal victory, the forging of a character that cannot be bought or sold. It's finding peace not at the summit, but in your ability to keep climbing no matter how treacherous the path becomes. The path to greatness is paved with goodbyes. It's losing friends, not because you want to, but because your paths have diverged. While they're chasing fleeting moments of weekend fun, you're chasing a legacy. It's the quiet hum of a computer late at night when the rest of the world is asleep. It's sacrificing the immediate comfort of the familiar for the terrifying, exhilarating promise of the unknown. You'll trade parties for progress, gossip for goals. You'll learn the intimate language of solitude, finding companionship not in a crowd, but in your own relentless ambition. This is the alchemy of achievement. It's taking every ounce of pain, every drop of sweat, every lonely tear, and forging it into a weapon. It's pain turned into power. The world only sees the final product, the victory lap. They don't see the thousands of silent laps you ran in the dark when no one was watching, when the only thing cheering you on was the pounding of your own heart. And in that darkness, doubt will be your closest companion. It will whisper that you're not good enough, that you're wasting your time, that you should just go back to being normal. If you're in that place right now, hearing those whispers, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, listen closely. Don't you dare give up. This darkness isn't a tomb, it's a womb. It's the silent, pressurized chamber where diamonds are made. It's the fire that purifies gold. You feel like you're breaking, but you're just breaking open. You're not broken. You're just becoming unbreakable. Every crack is a testament to the pressure you've endured. Every scar is a map of a battle you've survived. This is the necessary demolition before the reconstruction. You are being stripped down to your very foundation, so you can be rebuilt into the monument you were always destined to become. And when you start to emerge, when the light starts to shine through those cracks, the world will notice. But they won't understand. They'll call you crazy. They'll say you're obsessed. They'll say you've changed. And you must look them in the eye and say, "Thank you." Let their confusion be your confirmation. Let their doubt be your fuel. They call you crazy because your dreams are too big for their small minds. They say you've changed because you've refused to remain stagnant, a prisoner of your past self. Good. You're not here to stay the same. You are here to evolve, to transcend, to become. The person you were yesterday is not the person you are today. And the person you are today is just a shadow of who you will become tomorrow. This isn't just a phase. This is a metamorphosis. They can stay on the shore, comfortable and safe. You were born to walk into the storm and become it. There is a voice inside you, a whisper that has grown into a persistent, undeniable roar. It tells you that the life you see, the path laid out before you by others, is not your own. It's a comfortable cage, gilded with the approval of the crowd, but a cage nonetheless. You feel it in your bones. You are not here to simply exist. You are here to evolve, to shatter the very definition of what you thought was possible. This evolution is not a quiet, polite affair. It is a seismic shift that will rattle the foundations of those around you. Your commitment to growth is a mirror, and in it they will see their own complacency, their own fears, their own surrendered dreams, and it will make them profoundly uncomfortable. Let it. Their discomfort is not your burden to carry. It is the sound of their world shifting because you had the courage to shift yours. You were never meant for the middle of the pack, for the soul-crushing safety of the average. To be average is to accept a slow fade into obscurity, to let your potential wither on the vine. So you must make a choice. You must save yourself. Save yourself from the ghost of who you could have become. This is your exodus, your solitary journey away from the crowd. And it begins in the shadows. The shadows are your sanctuary, your training ground, your forge. This is where you disappear from the world's distracting gaze. While they are scrolling, you are studying. While they are partying, you are practicing. While they are sleeping, you are building. Brick by painful brick, you construct your empire. Not an empire of gold and stone, but an empire of discipline, of skill, of unshakable self-belief. Every drop of sweat in the dark, every moment of doubt you overcome alone, every failure you turn into a lesson. These are the foundations. No one sees it. No one applauds. There is no audience in the shadows. There is only the work, and the slow, silent, powerful transformation of who you are. And then, one day, the work will speak for itself. The light you've been generating within will become so bright it can no longer be contained by the shadows. You will emerge, not with a plea for acceptance, but as a force of nature. The project is launched. The physique is revealed. The masterpiece is complete. And the silence will be broken by a new sound. The sound of their awe. The same people who doubted you, who were uncomfortable with your ambition, will now stare in wonder. They will see the empire you built while they were distracted. They will feel the power you cultivated in solitude. And then you will watch how they clamor for a piece of your world. Watch how they beg for the secrets you learned in the dark. Watch how they plead to stand in your light. Not for your validation, but as a testament to the unshakable law of effort and reward. You didn't do it for them, you did it for you. And in saving yourself, you became the lighthouse they now desperately seek in their own storm.